Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central PA fishing report with George Costa of TCO Fly Shop in State College. How you doing, George?
I'm amazing as always, Marv. How are you?
And as always, I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, and you have to be amazing because you're going to the Bahamas.
Shh, don't tell anybody. It's going to be great.
Fair enough. Well,
always good. Always good.
Yeah, and I guess, you were kind of giving me the debrief on Lancaster. You didn't go, but your peeps did, and apparently it was a pretty epic show, right?
Yeah, no, it was a good turnout there. They had a good crowd. Lancaster show was great this year. Definitely a change from the Edison show. They had bad weather and a little more of the COVID fear in that one. This things are looking up all around. So people got out and got to the Lancaster show and supported the whole thing. So that was great.
Yeah, awesome. And, we were talking before we started recording, and you've gotten a little blue-winged olive action, but, Old Man Winter is going to give you one more punch in the nose, and then things are looking up, right?
Let's keep our fingers crossed for one more punch. This weekend is looking kind of grim. We got, they're calling from anywhere from 2 to 10 inches of snow right now, so who knows what's going to happen. It might be 85 and sunny, but we're definitely going to get some weather this weekend, but it's not going to last long because as we roll into late Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, weather's looking really good, sunny, and looks like we're going to be in the 50s, and the olives were good this past week. Once we get some nice warm weather, they're going to get even better. So olives are on the water, fish are on them. So good surface activity. Everything else has been great. Levels are still a little bit on the high side, seasonally high, but they're kind of leveling off. Pens and the J are a touch high, waitable, but still kind of like sketchy, not too bad. Spring Creek's been in really great shape, and guys that have been nymphing have been doing really good. Past week, everybody said the action was great. So fish are definitely warming up. Action's picking up. We got olives, we got little stones, and really we're only a couple of weeks away from starting to see granums. So we're just about there.
Yeah, that's great. And so obviously the dry fly game on the blue wings is something, but if the water's a little bit stained and obviously they're starting to emerge, do you need to fish maybe something with if you're fishing nymphs, maybe like a little bit of bead, a little bit of flash if you're trying to kind of pick them up in the off-colored water?
Yeah, I mean it definitely helps to switch up your patterns. I tend to prefer darker water, darker nymphs. I just like that better. Yeah, it's a silhouette I think more than the flash. I think is what triggers a strike. So anything that's going to add a little bit of that silhouette, it doesn't hurt. And darker water, little hot spot's not a bad idea. Definitely when these granum caddis start moving around a little bit, green becomes a key color. So a little bit of hot spot is always a good thing too, with the water being a little off color.
Got it. And do you have a favorite dry fly pattern?
For olives, I tend to fish a lot of smaller CVC ones. Or a little compare dun is always a good. Sparkle dun always works well for me. I like to kind of mix it up. Those olives tend to be more towards the darker side this time of year. So something with a little darker color. But, the fish are starting to see them. And, by next week they will have seen a fair amount of them. So really keying in on the silhouette and the color of that fly becomes more important, as we progress into the hatch.
Got it. And then, if the water's warming up, a little bit more likely that the fish will chase a streamer?
For sure. I mean, streamer action, that really, it's starting to get towards, you want to do it on the low light conditions. I don't like streamer fishing on sunny days with dirty water. I just don't think that tends to not be a good recipe. Low light conditions, dirty water or, cloudy days, always seem to have a little more success with that. So, it doesn't hurt to throw a streamer, but my general rule of thumb is if I don't get any follows, I don't get any flashes, I don't get any chases within 15, 20 minutes, they're just not going to be on it. They all tend to seem to do the same thing. So, switch it up. And now's the time of year where you got to be dynamic. You got to be able to throw a streamer if you want, nymphs if there's nothing on top, and got to carry those dry flies because once those fish are on top, now's the time of year when you got to do it.
Yeah, well, there you go. And, folks, we love questions on the Articulate Fly. You can email them to us. You can drop them in the comments on our social media posts or DM us on Facebook or Instagram. And if we use your question, I will send you some Articulate Fly swag. And we went in a drawing for something cool from the shop at the end of the season. And, George, before I let you go, you want to let folks know, shop hours, where to find you guys, any special events and all that kind of good stuff?
Absolutely. We're here Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, Sundays, 9 to 3, TCOflyfishing.com on the web. Events, we do have a little event coming up Friday the 1st for opening day. Keep check on our social media outlets and our emails. We've got a little bit of a gear tune-up kind of event here at State College and some other great events at some of our other locations. So just check us out on the web and keep abreast of all our events there.
Well, there you go. Well, listen, folks, you owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, George.
Take it easy.